Alright, welcome back. Part 2, Metal Gear 2, floor number 2, loaded with 2s. Let's keep going and keep the 2s rolling. We've got keycard 2 now. Alright, this guy's gonna come and investigate. Let's be ready. Yeah! Take that. Now we've got keycard 2 on floor 2 in part 2 of Metal Gear 2. That's just too much. Wow. I'm sorry, folks. I'm really fucking lame today. It's all good. Because this is Metal Gear. And Metal Gear is all about fun. And sneaking. And being sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sir. Come on, Red Berets. You know you want some... Ah, eat my gun. What about you? Yeah, where are you going? I'm gonna... Why don't you come investigate, motherfucker? That's right. Oh, I can't carry any more of that type of ration. Yep. Somebody's gonna be coming my way, I just know it. Coast is clear here. Like I said, floor number 2. Kind of tricky sometimes. We're gonna go down the armory though. Make a little side trip. There we go. Oh yes! That was awesome. They thought they had me, but guess what? They didn't. They totally didn't have me. Haha. Yeah, that's right, assholes. That's the kind of thrill you get with this Metal Gear 2, is that the sneaking, it's a lot more fulfilling than in Metal Gear 1. Like, Metal Gear 1, I don't even know if you could really call that sneaking. The guards were just blind. So this is the armory. And for anyone who's wondering, yes, I am using maps so I know what keycards to use. This game at least consolidates keycards once you get like the first three keycards, the second set of keycards. So that way you're not like sifting through them. Let's see. Oh, this is keycard number 1. Because basically, as you remember in the first Metal Gear game, you basically... you have to just go through every keycard you own to find the right one for the door. Alright, that door is keycard 4. This one's 2. And we get our submachine gun. Let's see what this soldier's gonna do. I don't like taking my chances with the way these guards are. Some of them have like the vision of an eagle. Others are as blind as bats. Alright, so that's really everything we can get down here because we need the higher level keycards to really explore. But it's worth getting just to get our ammunitions up and everything. So now we're going to go back to our main mission. We have to go back to the second floor. And then back down to the first floor so we can follow the man in the green beret. Which is an annoying task because he just takes forever and ever. Alright, so there's gonna be a guard coming my way right here. And dispatch him. Now, this area, before you can really proceed, you just have to have a little patience because you will get caught if you just start rushing through it. This is why the Soliton radar is so important in this game. So we we got him. Nobody else is coming. So it looks like it's clear, right? No. Oh! See, if I had just rushed forward, that guy that just came on that left screen there, he would have caught me easily. So I gotta wait for him. Dispatched. And now I'm golden. So even though you're on an adjacent screen to a guard, they at least can't see you. Thankfully. This guy, gotta get rid of this guy. Got rid of him. Get rid of him. Alright, and our green beret friend is right there. So now we follow the man in the green beret in a section of gameplay I like to say, call hide and seek. And you just have to be really, really fucking patient, because this section takes like 2.5 minutes, or thereabouts. I do like the music, though. I mean, the music... I rave on music in, like, every Let's Play I do, and I don't know what it is, but music in a video game is awesome. It sets the mood. I mean, from Castlevania to Sonic the Hedgehog to Super Mario to Legend of Zelda, everything, all of it. It's great. Video game music. Da bomb. Diggity. Diggity doo. And luckily these trees apparently are tall enough to hide Snake. I don't know if these are trees or if these are bushes or they look like they're kind of palm tree-ish. I really don't know what they're supposed to represent. And if you take too long to get to the next screen after the Green Beret soldier gets to the next screen, yeah, you lose them. And you have to start all over again. So pro tip, don't use them. Don't lose them. Don't use them. And you can't kill him either, as much as you want to. Because you're just like, just move. And I know his pattern, I know he's not coming up here, that's why I wasn't moving. It's like, why bother walking in his footsteps if he's not even going to be coming up that way? And you just got to be very careful that I don't run into him here, or run into his line of sight. I mean, this game overall is so much more refined than the first Metal Gear game. First Metal Gear game is great, but this game is just, like, so insanely more refined. It's unreal. It's amazing that this came out on the exact same system. It came out on the MSX, you know, and... Okay, I'm barely hidden. That one always worries me. I mean, even the soundtrack itself is even better. Like, I don't know what changed in the production process of this game that allowed him to make something that was so much more advanced. Like, this... I don't even know if the NES could have done a game like this. No, you know, I know for a fact the NES couldn't have handled a game like this. This game is just too ambitious. I mean, the really interesting thing about the development of this game is that it originally never even was going to get developed. Imagine that, a Metal Gear never having true sequels. The only reason this game got developed is Hideo Kojima was told by somebody who was working on Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge on the NES. He was talking with someone, a member of the team working on it in America, that they were working on a sequel to Metal Gear, and that they'd really like him to work on a true sequel. Yeah, whatever. And so he was like, okay, I guess I'll start working on it. And he started working on the game, and the rest is history. Okay, what's going on? Hello? 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 Somebody here? Did I get lost? What's that tapping? It's a tap code! Oh, tap codes. This was one of those things that they did to basically ensure that you didn't pirate the game back in the day. Because the only way you could translate that tap code that you're hearing, that, is by having the manual. And unfortunately, I'm playing the HD remake on the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection on the HD Collection disc that is included in that. And it has an electronic manual for the game, but it doesn't tell you about the tap codes, which I don't understand, because this is an integral part to beating the game. So I guess they just assume that you have the internet and you can use the internet to find the radio frequencies, which is what I'm going to do. So, without any further ado, let's figure out the radio frequency. So, radio frequency we want, I believe, is 140.82. This is Solid Snake. Come in. Ah, I see you figured out my code. Where's Dr. Marv? It's been a while, eh, Solid Snake? Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar, how did you? Marv and I knew each other from the Prague Academy. We didn't speak each other's language, but we were scientific comrades, after a fashion. I was captured, along with Marv, while we were in America. Where's Marv? It was moved from here to the tower building a few days ago. It's a tall building a few kilometers north of here. Damn it, I'm late again. So Marv's in the tower building? Snake, can you guess why they've left me alive? They must be. Yes, Metal Gear. Snake, it is here. It's Zanzibar Land. They've already completed a new Metal Gear. The one you destroyed 3 years ago was only a prototype. The new improved Metal Gear is many times more powerful. They're also working on a light version for mass production. It was Metal Gear that attacked the new disposal sites. Precisely. Metal Gear is a nuclear-equipped walking tank. Its true power is unleashed only when it is armed with nuclear weapons. Zanzibar Land now has the only nukes in the world, and now they have their sights set on Oilix, a miracle energy source. Snake, now that you know all this, perhaps you can guess who is behind it? Big Boss. The very same. With Metal Gear and Oilix, he plots to rule the world. We cannot let the secret of Oilix fall into his hands. Science is not meant to be used only for killing. Marv's will is strong, but his heart is weak. We must hurry. I don't know how long he can withstand our torture. If they use drugs on him, he won't last long. Marv and I were both carrying microtransmitters inside our bodies. They were given to us by a female agent from STB. You could get in touch with her, if you knew her frequency. Madnar, where are you going to be? The wall separating us is made of Chabim armor plate. You can't blast your way through it. Just leave me here, and go rescue Marv. Snake. Alright, I'll come back for you later. Snake. My daughter Ellen is a fan of yours. She's not married yet, and I'm afraid Oh, and I have a zoologist friend, Johann Jacobson, who lives around here. You can reach him on frequency 140.40. He'll tell you anything you need to know about animals. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get home in time for your daughter's wedding. Thank you, Snake. Alright, so let's call Johann Jacobson. This is Solid Snake. Come in. Why does Foxhound use animals for code names anyway? Who came up with the idea that animals is so warlike? People, that's who. I just don't get it. Over and out. So while we're at it, we'll also contact McDonald Miller, also known as Kasura Miller. This is Solid Snake. Come in. Your ability to survive depends on the limits of your mental strengths. In the end, it all comes down to your will to live. Over and out. I guess that's good advice. I guess. And that's really all that we can do right now as far as contacting people. So now we've got to make our way. I'm actually going to go back to the main building and get something I forgot to grab. Kind of important. We need a mine detector. So we got to go back to the main building and grab it from the 3rd floor. Because the next boss that we face is actually one of those bosses that's annoyingly old school in that unless you know the trick to beating him, you can't beat him. And what I mean is, the next boss is called Running Man. And the only way to beat Running Man is by placing mines on the ground and making him run over them. If you don't do that, he gasses the room, number 1, and number 2, he just runs and runs and runs, and you can't hit him with any conventional weapons. So it's one of those bosses that is, like I said, annoyingly old school. The only way to know how to do it is to either trial and error, or you had a guide and you knew the trick. It's just one of those things about old school games that kind of can be annoying. You know, is like, how are you, the first time playing a game, supposed to know the trick to defeating a boss like that without the help of a guide or something? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what went in the minds of game developers. I mean, for the most part, this game plays really well, even without a guide. It's so much easier to do it with a map. But even then, like, I don't even need the map, because I pretty much have an idea of the layout of the area. After a couple playthroughs, you do learn it pretty easily. But it's just makes things easier. But I mean, even with great level design and an awesome like map and everything. Alright, I'm gonna equip my Siggies because I'm gonna need them in the next spot. Notice the camera. Actually, you know what? Let me unequip the Siggies for now. There's a camera on that wall. If you see on the next screen over. And basically, I have to avoid detection, which I've failed to do. Honestly, I have never been able to get through that room without starting an alert phase. There's got to be a way to do it. I don't know, but I just got the mine detector, which I need for the next spot, so that way I can pick up landmines. Alright. So if I hide behind this, I should be okay. Presumably. Yep. Now just wait for that thing. Okay. We're in the clear. That was a lot more annoying than it had to be. I don't know. I'm also, you know, I'm decent at these games. I'm not the best. I don't want to claim to be awesome at these games. I mean, I'm okay. But I'm sure there's people out there who can get through Metal Gear 2 without causing any alerts, except for the ones that are required by the story. So when we go back down to the first floor, we're going to go back out into the wilderness and pick up some mines. Gotcha. And once again, we gotta wait for our friend here, take him out, and then we wait for our other friend to come. This music, man. This music, it gives me, like, vibes straight from, like, 80s action movies. And I think, and I know for a fact that's gotta be what they were going for. Because, I mean, this game feels like, you know, Terminator, Rambo. It's very militaristic and everything. I mean, at this point in the series, I don't think Hideo Kojima even really had, like, the more supernatural stuff going on in the Metal Gear universe. It was still mostly just, like, a crazy sci-fi militaristic thing. I mean, just the fact that this game even got made is a miracle in and of itself. I mean, to think that there was a terrible sequel to the original Metal Gear on the NES, and a member of that development team is the person who got Hideo Kojima to basically get off his behind and make the sequel. I mean, it's luck. And without this game basically, as you'll see if you're not already familiar with this game already, this game follows it basically sets the story and setup for Metal Gear Solid. Without this, there would be no Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear as we know it. Oh. Snake, watch out! You're in a minefield! Who are you? I'm your #1 fan. Keep up the good work. #1 fan. So let's pick up the mine detector. See all those white dots? Those are mines. And, like in every Metal Gear game that follows this game, you can pick them up by crawling on them. Let's crawl all over the ground, like the snake we are. We is. That's it, Snake. Crawl around like on the ground like the snake you are. Mines, mines, mines. These are Mayans. Mayan. Mayan. I will take this mine. Thank you. It is now mine. I am so funny. Now see on the boxes, they've got a ZL, Zanzibar Land. Available now in your grocer's freezer. Alright, I think we're gonna need card 2 in the next spot. So now we've got to navigate a beautiful swamp area. What's it, this white dot? It's a kid. They told us this is the bottomless swamp and it's too dangerous to get close, but I saw a big truck drive through here. You believe me, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do little kids' voices. I can't even do Snake's voice really well. So basically, the way to get through this swamp is there's a set path that you have to follow, and it's really annoying. Trial and error. I've done it enough times that I kind of have a feel for the path. No. But it is. If you fall in like that, you have to hurry up and get back onto the path. Otherwise, you will drown. And game over, of course. No. No. Back. No. Down. Over. And I want to say up right here. Nope. Up right here. Nope. Over right there. Okay. Phew! Trucks come in and out of here all the time. No. Not there. Right here. No. Not there. Like, it's pixel perfect. You have to be on the right pixel. There's no error. No margin for error. Okay, got him. That's good. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Key card 1 to open this. I'm going to throw my gas mask on now and get my mines ready. Because a visitor with a pleasant surprise, and just in time too. I was about to go for a little run. I am Running Man, the world's fastest mercenary. No man can keep up with me. See for yourself. I'm trying to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent thing because he's named after the movie Running Man, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, which Hideo Kojima really liked that movie. What do you think? Pretty fast, eh? But I'm just getting warmed up. Hear that sound? It's nerve gas. Defeat me before the gas gets to you, and you might survive. And the clock is ticking. Let the race begin. And you have to wait like 10 seconds before it'll even let you start running after him. So you just start placing mines. And you have to be really careful that you remember where you place your mines. And you just have to keep running after Running Man, so he will actually run into your mines. Because if you don't, he'll just dodge them, and he will never hit them. There we go. Oh, shit. I just hit my own mine. Not good. Let me use my last ration here. Get my gas on. My gas mask. He's almost done, though. It doesn't take too many to get. I think one more ought to do it. Oh, that's it. Let's get our mine detector on. Where did he go? Where did he die? There he is. You use my speed against me. What's your name? Snake. Solid Snake. Snake. The cheetah has lost to a snake? How could this happen? Guess you weren't fast enough. I just love that. That's so cool. Guess you weren't fast enough. Let's pick up a Mayan. Get my gun back. And every boss we defeat, our health bar expands. And we get the ability to carry more ammo, which is always good. And let's get keycard number 1, actually. And then keycard number 3 to open this door. Woo! Tomb Raider's ready to install. Yay. I was downloading the free Tomb Raider. I know what that is. It's a Stinger missile. They took some to the factory on the west side of the Zanzibar building's first floor the other day. Said they were gonna put them on some tanks. She hates people who uses guns, yet she's living on a military base. Because, you know, that's just, it makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna make our way back to the building, and then once we get back over there, I think I will finish off part 2. And part 3 will be me getting the red key card and Stinger missiles and fighting another Hind D. A Hind D. Wow, you must be crazy to fly a Hind in this kind of weather. Stop. Stop with the sinking and the swamping and the sinking. That's right, you gotta go down and around. Oh, it's just great. See what I mean? Trial and error. You never have to take this path again, think. You're good. I don't think there's anything else that I have to come back out to the swamp for. Mercifully. And if I put on my mine detector... Okay, no mines back yet. Just wanted to check and see if there were any Mayans. We are on a mission. This music is serious business. I love that crazy-ass fox. Okay. I'm saving it here. And that's going to be the end of part 2. And meet me back here for part 3. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and keep on gaming.